Now, it's no secret on this channel that I love cooking for my friends and family. I think it's one way that I can show my love and appreciation, because a lot of my friends and family don't like cooking. So I feel like cooking for someone is like a way to take a weight off their shoulders. And specifically my husband, he doesn't like cooking very much. And I thought it would just be fun to show you what I cook him in a week. He's a great washer-upper. I'm not a great washer-upper. I'm a better cook than I am a washer-upper, so it works really well. He does washing up, I do the cooking, and we found our balance like that, and it works fantastically. So I've actually got a few gusto meals that I'm going to cook, which honestly, this isn't a sponsorship. I wish it was, because I love gusto. Hey, HelloFresh is not the way to go. I don't know if anyone else has found that, but HelloFresh, the meals all taste the same and they're just not very good, whereas Gusto is so good. So today we've got a 10-minute meal, and this one is the spicy andouille spaghetti carbonara. I only have 2 Gusto meals, the rest are just going to be things that I make from the fridge. So let's get all of our bits and bobs together. Gather all your ingredients and get your equipment ready. This is the 10-minute spicy andouille spaghetti carbonara, and that is the method. So let's go on ingredients. I find it really easy to follow these Gusto recipes, but I've spoken to a few people who haven't found it quite so easy, so we'll just say that. We currently only have this camping travel kettle, so we're working with this at the moment until we get another kettle. It's already limescale, honestly. London water. It's a bit harsh. It's a bit harsh. One thing I'm having to get used to is this induction hob. I have never used an induction hob before, and it's really weird to adjust to. But what I have found is that it heats water so much quicker. That's the only perk I'm finding. Everything else, I'm just not very good at the induction hob life. But spaghetti in a pan that is not... I never have ever cooked spaghetti. It always is a bit of a mess. Chicken stock and all that in there, and then here we have the creme fraiche, the eggs and the parmesan, and I'm just giving that a little mixeroonie, and now we have all of our elements. The drained spaghetti and tender stem broccoli. Oh, we got an escapee brock. My saucepan is not big enough. There you go, ta-da! Finished pasta. What I haven't shown you is the absolute devastation that I have caused and now need to clean up. Right, there you go, spicy andouille, broccoli and spinach creamy pasta. I think they had a name that had a bit more of a ring to it. Should we do a taste test before we serve up? That is phenomenal. I haven't put the brown sauce on because I don't know. There's butter on the other side. Oh yeah, get that. For today's dinner, we are forward planning. Sorry, the sink is gurgling. Gonna have to get used to all these weird sounds. I think it's because the washing machine's on actually, but don't mind that. Cracking out the slow cooker today. I've actually never used a slow cooker in my life, but I feel like it's really exciting because I love a food gadget, and I'm so intrigued to see if it will taste any different or anything. So I'm gonna make a slow cooker sausage casserole, and this isn't actually for tea today. This is gonna be a freezer meal. I feel like it's so good to just have some freezer meals ready for when... Can you just be quiet? The washing machine is being too loud and I am too impatient and I want to get dinner started. But I feel like it's really good to have freezer meals. So I like doing like a big batch cook of something and then I can put it in the freezer for emergencies, or you know when you're home late and you're like, I just need something to eat. We're gonna have a sausage casserole and that's gonna be our emergency dinner that I've got in the freezer. So let's go make it. I actually still haven't used the oven. I've just been using the air fryer. It's great because there's only 2 of us. It only ever needs like a little thing. So I'm gonna pre-cook the sausages and bacon, because one thing I've learned about slow cookers from what people have told me is that if you like things crispy, always pre-cook them, because yeah, the slow cooker does cook them, but it doesn't get it nice and crispy. So I'm gonna, where's my sausages? Where's my super soup? Honey, where's my super soup? I don't think they've given me sausages. I did an online order last night and, oh no. I've run to the supermarket, got my sausages. However, there were only 6 packets of 6 and I need 8. So I'm just gonna go for 6 because why the heck not? And then I'll add an extra slice of bacon or something because I need to cook the bacon and the sausages. And I'm just gonna do that all in the air fryer. Really simple. Honestly, air fryers, love them. Whilst the sausages and bacon are cooking, we're gonna put all of the ingredients in the slow cooker. I think I'm gonna become a fan of the slow cooker because this is so easy. It says to add 1 glass of white wine, but how do I know how much 1 glass is? Because what's 1 glass to one person is a totally different glass to another. But I'm just gonna like eyeball it and see. I feel like that's glass. Yeah, we're going with that. If we're doing our glasses, they would be this big. I feel like that's a lot of white wine. Someone who doesn't drink alcohol, it is so hard picking alcohol for things like this. But the thing that my mum always says, she says, just look for a sticker. So I looked for the sticker and it was on offer. She says she will never buy a bottle of wine full price. It always has to be on offer. So that's what we went for. We don't have any tomato puree, so I'm actually going to go in with some chopped tomatoes instead. And I feel like it'll be fine. Right, our lovely crispy streaky bacon is all done. And I'm going to wait for that to cool. If you add it whilst it's still warm, then it goes a bit soggy and it kind of undoes all the crispiness. So I'm waiting for that. And then we're just going to wait for our sausages to cook. And that was literally so easy. I'm also going to add some veg that we had that was going off in the fridge. Because why not chuck it in? It would just be extra vitamins and minerals. I've cooked up all the sausages and I'm just going to add them to the slow cooker. And then I think we wait for 2 hours and then we do the next thing. This is currently what it looks like. Okay, I'm just checking in on the sausage casserole. It's been about 2.5 hours, I think. I don't know if I should leave it for longer. It said 3 hours. I feel like it could have longer because at the moment it just looks a bit tomatoey. And I don't like it when they just taste like tomato. Do you know what I mean? So I'm gonna leave it, I think, for a bit longer. This is like one of my favorite things in the world. Chicken soup. So good. It is time for dinner. And for dinner tonight, we are having chicken katsu curry with pickled ginger salad. However, I think I used the ginger today in that soup that I made, which, may I say, that was just like an off-the-cuff thing. I just saw some things in the cupboard that needed eating and it was so good, really flipping good. So even though I sacrificed ginger, it worked out okay. So I'm gonna get all of the bits and bobs that we need out and then we can get cooking. I love this time of day when I can just fully, like, I've been on my computer all day and then I can just zen out and listen to some music and just cook. I love it. It's my favourite time of day. Flip me, that was a bit of a process. That really was. Didn't actually love doing that one, but mainly because there was just so many elements. So many elements. So we have our katsu sauce that I just made, and you're supposed to blend it with a stick blender, but I don't have one of those. We have our sushi rice, and then I actually cooked the chicken in the air fryer because I just find it a lot easier and a lot easier to clean up as well. So that, I'll show you what the finished picture is. Oh, and I also have made the, oh gosh, my cheese strings. There we go. There it is in all its glory. A little ginger salad, added avocado, and then the katsu curry. I would have blended this, but we didn't have one, so. And for our dessert, we had this Terry's Chocolate Orange Millionaire Shortbread, which I made over on an extra Grack vlog. And it was quite delicious, although I think I didn't cook the caramel as well as I could have. Another day, another meal, and today we've got another gusto. Because they're just so good. And this one's the one that I've been most excited about. It's a creamy gochujang, and I love gochujang sausage and leek tortellini. What is your favourite pasta? Rick and I were having a little discussion about this the other day. I was stocking up the pasta cupboard and we were just deciding, penne, fusilli boy. I think linguine is my favourite. But today we've got tortiglione, whatever that is. Wow, that just rolled off the tongue. I actually was expecting to stumble on that. That just goes to show, right? Sometimes you just gotta say it with confidence. Say it or get it off your chest. Tortiglione. Oh, didn't stumble a little bit there. Anyway, I'm gonna get all the ingredients. His recipe in case you want to try it at home. Instructions. Let's get going. Right, we've got the pasta water heating, frying pan on, and I'm about to chop up the garlic. And you know, one thing that always frustrates me about England is the size of their garlic in supermarkets. Like, that is tiny. If you go to France, they're literally like big chungus garlic cloves. It's just really annoying. Anyway, I'm chopping this up. It specifically says to slice it and not crush it. So whenever I see that in a recipe, I'm thinking, I'm gonna be stanking garlic. Stankin' turtle. The thing with Gusto is they give you so much. Like, this is supposed to be for 4 people. And they've given us loads. And I love the fact that you can top it off with the spring onions. I love the little topping. There we go. Delicious, creamy gochujang sausage pasta. Gorgeous. So, come to the end of the meal. I had a good time. I'd have preferred it if it was linguine.
Yeah.
You're not a pasta man.
Well, yeah. I'm not. Is this fusilli?
Tortellini.
Alright. I'm not.
You don't like a tube when it comes to a pasta, do you?
It just reminds me of D and eating that like pasta with dolmino sauce. The only time it's good, that shape of pasta, is in a pasta bake.
No, I disagree.
Really?
I think conchigli shell.
And a pasta bake?
Yeah.
I might be heretical.
Fusilli.
Yeah.
Not penne.
Yeah.
Fusilli.
Yeah. But penne's acceptable in a pasta bake.
No. It is last dinner of the week. Crispy soy basa with black bean greens. This is just, I thought the fish looked really good. It just lured me in. It said, "Buy me."
Good old Gusto Bassa.
Yeah.
Did you know that Gusto Bassa, or all Bassa, is catfish?
Anyway, I'm gonna get making this now. Hello everyone, I'm looking very different right now because my hair is wet and because it's the next day after that section of the vlog, because we went to make that fish, which I was so excited for. However, when I opened the fish, it smelled horrific. It was the last day of its sell by date, so it should have been fine, but it was not, and it smelled gross. And we just didn't want to risk it. So in the end, I pulled out one of the sausage casseroles from the freezer, which I was very glad that I made. And that was the exact reason. You know, when it's like, things just go wrong with dinner sometimes, and it's good to have some standby meals. My freezer's actually looking great right now with emergency meals. But yeah, so I think I need to email Gusto just to be like, look, this fish was off, and if my nose didn't detect the smell, it would have been a different story. But anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this video. Let me know some videos you want to see. I've kind of been struggling after honeymoon and wedding to get back into the rhythm of posting here on Grackle. I've been absolutely fine on over and extra Grack, but for some reason this channel's videos I've been really struggling with. So let me know what videos you want to see. Also, actually, before I go, what day would be good to post? Because I'm thinking of shaking it up from posting on Mondays anymore. Do you want a Sunday? Do you want a Saturday? Do you want a Friday evening? What's the best day for you? Let me know in the comments.